think I forgot. Did you? Did you really think that I forgot?
Pop quiz!
Of course I did not. Wow! All right, 5 real quick. Pop entertainment, lifestyle, whatever. Pop culture quiz questions for our friend who probably has the least pop culture experience of anybody that I've met in my entire life.
This is true.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Uh-huh.
I'm ready.
In the show All in the Family, what was Archie's wife's name? Archie.
I have no idea.
It's a great impression, Kelly.
Thank you very much.
I don't know.
You never watched All in the Family.
I know his Archie Bunker's the last name.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's his
So-
I don't know his wife's name.
And
I'm
is it
sorry.
Edie?
Okay.
Does that help?
Edie?
It's close.
No.
sorry.
No, I don't know.
I was giving him the initials.
No, sorry.
Edith.
Edith.
Bunker.
Edith.
Oh, yeah,
Archie,
no.
Edith. Okay. All right.
No, that's television, guys.
Okay. Oh yeah. You
Right.
don't
Yeah.
watch the
We
little
had
box.
two channels, 2 and 11.
Yeah.
Like that was it.
Yeah.
If it's not like Muppets related or Sesame Street
Yeah.
or maybe Mr. Rogers, 3 to 1 Contact.
What, were you busy reading Robert's Rules of Orders
no,
when you were
they
like
just
7?
shipped me outside. They're like, go outside.
Okay. Scotty.
This one is, please name the band.
I know this.
Turn it up.
CCR.
CCR. Yeah.
Is it?
No.
Damn it.
No. This right here means no. This might. If you should get it right, then it's a bell with a ding on it. But no. Okay. All right. So there you go.
Okay.
Back to Laura.
What is Baby Yoda's real name?
Oh, I have no idea.
Do you know who Baby Yoda is?
I know who Baby Yoda is.
Okay.
He's the guy on the Mandalorian show, right?
Okay.
But I don't.
That's impressive.
I'm impressed that you even know that.
Well, that's because the Baby Yoda's everywhere. But I don't know.
Grogu.
Yeah,
You know what?
no.
That's a
That's
a
very-
bit
that's
of a
very-
hard one. But
That's
That's
hard.
not-
Like, come on, Star
Go kill, you know
Wars.
Grogu.
I went.
Everybody knows Grogu.
Absolutely. Yes.
I went deep anyway in the 70s. So yeah,
Yeah, you
these
did.
are difficult today.
Yeah,
Kelly
you
hasn't
did.
got
These are
one yet.
tough.
Kelly.
The movie getting all the attention right now, Ryan, is The Devil Wears Prada. Can you name any actor in the movie The Devil Wears Prada?
Yes, I can. Anne Hathaway.
There you go.
Wow.
Ryan, likey, huh?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I
she's
gotcha.
cute.
Yeah,
And,
I
my
gotcha.
daughter's big into fashion, so we were
Okay,
talking about the
all
whole
right.
Met Gala
Okay.
thing last night, blah, blah,
Did you
blah.
look at some of those outfits?
I didn't. We were talking about it in the car, so, I didn't have a chance to see any of it, but I hear they were pretty interesting.
Okay. They had a famous album. The name of the album was Back in Black.
Oh,
What was the name of the band?
AC/DC.
There you go.
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
One,
that's...
one for 5.
What? Two. I got Anne
two for
Hathaway.
five. Okay,
I got
all
Anne
right.
Hathaway. Let's
Okay.
see. Let's not,
All right,
I'm
all
not
right.
batting 1,000 today. but-
Okay. All right. Let me just see here. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen.
You want to ask a legal question? You want it answered on the air?
You can text in 82945 if you'd like.
Listen to that. If you've got a legal question, do that. Ryan Russman, please do tell.
Email us if you want.
Whoa, on the buzz. Every month he does appear.
All right. Greg at
The
morningbuzz.com.
answers you will hear.
Laura at morningbuzz.com or Roadkill.
So you won't get screwed.
You don't get screwed. All right. Anyway,
Great one, Greg. Love it.
your questions,
Great one.
our answer. I've never played that. You guys
No.
haven't heard that before?
Haven't heard that.
No.
I've had that forever.
Oh, that's amazing.
Wow,
I love it.
never got away with playing that.
There you
Okay.
go.
Here's a question. Laura has a question for you.
Okay.
Yes.
I know this is going to be crazy because it's circumstances, but how is justice served if someone gets arrested, it goes to jail, gets out right away a bunch of times, like keeps going in and out, but someone that gets in trouble once gets a lot of charges, say like 10 burglary charges at once, and then they get sent 4 to 9 years in prison. Court saying they're giving an example of them. How does that happen? You know how some people, they're
Making an
in and
example
out
of them.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah.
So in what we often hear is early in investigations, if someone's immediately arrested, there's bail that's been set. There's been bail reform here in New Hampshire, so that kind of that we'll call it the quick releases are not necessarily as frequent as they used to be. But what happens is they have to have a reason to show that the person is going to show up for future hearings and that they're not a threat to the community. And if neither one of those things exists, then bail is set, the person is released. And unfortunately, if crimes are committed while they're out on bail, they can be rearrested. They're brought in again. And obviously the question, well, here's the question now, though, about whether or not there is a safety to the community issue. And so courts are looking at that very carefully. They're giving a lot more scrutiny. And so those people are not necessarily being released back into the community for fear that the community would be at risk by releasing them. When in the second example, where someone goes away for 40 years, that's a situation where there's been a trial, there's been a sentencing, and at that point, we're much further into the process, and that's when those longer penalties are imposed.
What if a person cannot make bail? Greg gets arrested, and you know what? Val's like, I'm not doing it. No, nobody pays his bail. Can he? How long can he sit there?
You can sit in jail, but there'll be an opportunity for there to be due process in front of a judge to discuss the question of whether or not there's a safety to the community risk, or whether or not that you'll be willing to show up for future hearings. And so hopefully a court may find a bail that's more suitable than, say, the cash bail that you may not be able to pay. Be able to put down. So there might be terms and conditions such as pretrial release. There might be check-ins with pretrial release. There might be some sort of surety or bond that might be set up. So there are lots of tools in the toolkit that courts have to craft a order so that the person will return without having to necessarily warehouse them prior to trial. And we don't want that, because remember, you're cloaked in the presumption of innocence. So in the first instance, we want to ensure that those people who are cloaked in the presumption of innocence are given an opportunity to be released prior to an adjudication on their case.
Has bail reform changed here in New Hampshire then?
It has. It has dramatically changed.
Better?
Well, and I don't necessarily I wouldn't describe it necessarily as better, because unfortunately, where there's greater scrutiny, I believe that the pendulum has swung really the opposite way. And we see this in all kinds of things in our society. But in this situation, the pendulum has swung very far back in terms of being much more conservative and allowing individuals to be released pre-trial. And I recognize the public's concern and fear about potential recidivism, but at the same time, remember, we have a constitutional republic. This individual is cloaked in the presumption of innocence under our theories.
You know what, though? Here's what sucks. The presumption of innocence doesn't exist in the public eye. It does in the legal, which is the only thing that's that's the only thing that's a backstop that is stopping it from being crazy. Because you get your name in the paper for any crime, instantly you're guilty.
People take sides immediately,
guilty, and they take sides, and it's so unfortunate, because I always get caught up thinking, what if they're innocent?
Right.
Like, what if they're innocent, you know? And you see people getting accused of crimes, and I'm like, what if you were that person, guy or girl, whatever, and you got accused of a heinous crime and you didn't do it?
Right.
And yet everybody that looks at you and sees you, because they saw it online on Facebook or something like that,
made
assumes
a decision.
You are innocent.
Absolutely.
Your life is ruined from the get-go.
Well, you know, one of the first cases here was the Pamela Smart case here in New Hampshire, which obviously brought television into the courtroom.
The first TV tabloid court drama that played out on live TV.
Right. Absolutely. And it's changed the face of how we look at individuals that are accused of crimes.
Should she be out?
You know, that's a difficult question for me to answer. You know, unfortunately, I'm not as familiar with the facts of the case to really weigh in on that.
Yeah.
Obviously, I was really young when this whole thing happened. But, you know, there are families that have lost a son. And at the same time, you know, at what point does there become a measure of justice enough? And I don't know what the answer to that question is in this case, because I'm not familiar enough with the facts.
I totally get it, but I also see the strangeness of the fact that everybody is out, including the trigger puller, and she's not. Like
she's the mastermind.
She manipulated a young mind. I'm not saying she should be out. I just don't. It's an interesting question to think about.
It is an interesting question, right? And so I think it's an absolutely fascinating question, because she was not the trigger person on this. But there is, like you described, that person of intent kind of creating and manipulate that she's being punished more.
Is it illegal if I empty out a Heinz ketchup bottle and put Hunt's ketchup in it? Will I be facing any legal trouble? That might not be a crime.
Coming from a restaurant?
I don't know. It doesn't matter, because it is a crime against humanity.
Because let's be frank, folks. There's really only, you know,
Heinz.
Thank you. That's
Thank you.
Number 7, folks.
Okay.
Number 7.
What? Let me see here. Is there no legal expectation of? If there is no legal expectation of privacy in public, why do you recommend to post signs outside of my house for my security camera? There's two different things.
Right. And so, you know, if you're in a public space, obviously there's a diminished expectation of privacy. But if you're stepping onto private property and you have surveillance in effect that's going to potentially be recording their audio, then in that situation, you run afoul of potentially our wiretap statute, which is all parties must consent to the recording. And so it's just a measure of safety for you so that there wouldn't be a question later on that you were somehow in violation of that. And again, the camera actually is only part of the deterrent. The sign itself may also serve as a deterrent to keep people from coming onto your property. It's like putting up a no trespassing sign. People may be less likely to act out if they know they're on video.
Laura.
Yesterday, I was driving behind a large dump truck. On the back, it was printed, construction vehicle, do not follow, keep back 500 feet, not responsible for any damage. Can they really avoid responsibility for any damage caused by items falling off the truck just by posting that on the back?
No, they can't. I mean, the fact is that they're operating in a negligent or reckless manner, and there's some sort of damage that occurs based on something flying out of the back of their truck, then unfortunately for them, they are going to be on the hook because they may have been acting in a negligent manner. Now, the question becomes if you're like tailgating them and you're creating a situation, there might be some comparative fault, but it just purely by saying I'm not responsible, that doesn't alleviate the legal obligations that you may have to the motoring public.
This is it says I replied to a post on a town Facebook page, and a person apparently didn't like my reply. They then wrote commenting a bet or whatever, making a bet. $100 that I beat my wife and hurt my children. Whoa. I reported it to Facebook and they won't remove it. I messaged the person and they just blocked me. Do I have any recourse?
So, I mean, there potentially is like the question of like defamation and slander. What I would say to you is that they're very difficult cases to prove because you have to show a measure of damages. And unless you can show that somehow your reputation was affected in some monetarily way, I think it'd be very difficult for a jury to find for at least a value of what that should be. They may be able to show that there is some damages, but again, the question at the end of the day is what can you be compensated for that? And I just don't know how you measure that in that situation.
Those town Facebook pages are poison.
Yeah, they're
can absolutely
be.
poison.
They're toxic.
For all the good stuff that they can do in the town, they should just eliminate the comments. Although I want you to, I think, you want to be able to talk about your town. You want to be able to make suggestions. But there are people that are on there every day looking for something to complain about.
Well,
and it just
vitriol.
makes me bananas.
Yeah,
bananas.
It's unnecessary.
Okay.
My landlord likes to look all around my apartment, like opening and closing doors and doing stuff when he comes over to fix something. I have it on camera. Do I have any legal position to penalize him in some way?
I mean, it would depend on what the structure of the leash was talking about. Obviously, landlords have an opportunity under RSA 540A to enter into the premises on certain circumstances.
Well, if he's coming in to fix something, that's fine, but he's going through
But if he's going through your things, then there's a question of whether or not that's beyond the privacy measure. Yeah, no. Again, there has to be a reasonableness test to this, and in that situation, if they're going through your personal items, then that's certainly an invasion of privacy. If they're opening up doors to look into potential rooms, I don't know that it necessarily would be the same kind of degree of invasion of privacy.
What if they wanted to use your underwear as a Bane mask?
What?
I'm not sure Ryan knows what that is.
Everybody else got it.
What are you doing?
There was a bad guy in the Batman movies, and his name was Bane, and he wore something over his face. So Greg
so
wants
it
to know.
sounded weird.
So Greg wanted to know:
Sounded
is
just
it
like that.
okay if you
To
go
wear
in there
your
and wear somebody's
underwear on your face is what I
You
was
shouldn't
asking.
be doing that.
Clearly.
No.
Clearly, that was the point. It was a
Yes.
joke to everybody else.
I got it.
Okay.
Like, what is going on over there?
I recently received a speeding ticket. Is there anything I could do by bringing this to court? I have a very clean driving record, and driving is a part of my occupation. Is there anything I can do or not do to taint so that it wouldn't taint my record?
So the first obvious question is, is there a potential defense that you may have? And the state has the burden of proving the elements of speed in this circumstance. If they're not able to, then the court would find you not guilty. There are potential opportunities to talk to the prosecuting authority about maybe having the matter placed on file without a finding on the condition of doing certain things. Law enforcement agencies are willing to work with individuals that may not have a criminal record or any motor vehicle record to ensure that remains. At the end of the day, police departments want to change behavior. They don't necessarily want to hurt people. And in the circumstance where you're willing to show that you're have some remorse, you're willing to show that you're willing to do something as a kind of a measure of good faith that you're going to take this seriously, I think that's worthy of at least a negotiation.
What is the status at the moment of car inspections in the state of New Hampshire?
You don't have to have them. You don't have to have them right now. And so it was interesting. I actually recently read the news that a court is not going to actually fine New Hampshire for being potentially in contempt of an agreement that they have with the emissions company. I have noted that there have been discussions with certain I guess we'll call them garages, that they've seen a real drop in the number of people coming in to have their cars inspected. And the worry is, and I think it's a legitimate one, is okay, if there's a dangerous condition on your car, are you going to make that change yourself, or are you going to put it off for financial reasons, and are you putting others at risk?
This law, I think, is not going to change until somebody important, a family member, gets hurt.
I may not even necessarily have to be someone important. I think that if they can show that there was, in fact, a duty of care that wasn't kept, then the question becomes, well, where does the state come and get involved in terms of making sure that we're all protected on the roadways? And so I understand the legislature's guidance on this, that they want to reduce fees, they want to reduce costs, they want to reduce expenses, and I'm all for that. At the same time, I think there has to be some sort of balance in terms of how individuals are held accountable for making sure that their cars are safe.
What if I don't know if this is a compromise or whatever, like if you have a car that is like newer than 5 years, and you take it in you go in and they go, oh, it's all good. You knew it was all good, and you just feel like I just dropped $100 for nothing, or whatever the price is.
I think the fees are like between $25 or $35. But yes.
Okay, all right, whatever it is, and so they feel like I think it's higher than that, but I mean, okay, that's fine. Regardless, you kind of go, I just did that for nothing. So do you think they would?
Well, did you do it for nothing? You get peace of mind,
No, I know, but you know how people, you spend the money and you know your car's fine, you got tires are fine, you got 20,000 miles on the car. My point is would they ever consider cars had to be inspected after being a certain number of years old? I guess.
I mean, that certainly is worthy of a discussion. I just don't know that the legislature was willing to have that discussion in this term. Maybe they'll revisit it down the road, but at this point, they're like, listen, you don't have to do it any longer. So we'll see how it plays out.
Okay. All right, there you go. Where are we at here? Okay, yeah, I think we got time for one more. Let me see here. Look, a lot of folks, you guys are sending like really long questions, which I can't because I got to suss through them and stuff like that. Not able to do that. So if you can try and keep them shorter, it would be great. Let me see. I told you about that one. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's good. Yeah. Let me just.
I can do another.
I'm getting it from different sources. My daughter is 18. Got a ticket for 5 miles an hour over the speed limit at 70 miles an hour. She was polite to the officer and paid the fine. She still has to appear in court. Could she still lose her license? This is her first offense.
Well, and she said 18 years old. So interestingly enough, my dad wrote the statute or was involved in the drafting of the statute called the Under 20 Law. Back in the day when we all here on the show got our driver's licenses, there were no restrictions on our ability to have a certain number of people in the car when we were driving. But now there are restrictions in terms of what you can do on a probationary license up until the age of 20. So you'd be subject to an under 20 hearing just based on the conviction. The Department of Motor Vehicles will schedule a separate hearing for which you could lose your license for 45 days on a first offense, and the court, under the judicial function, if they wanted to, they could take your license for 30 days for cause. That's unlikely to happen unless there was some unusual set of facts or circumstances. But again, having a conversation with the prosecuting authority, you might be able to get some sort of agreement to have either the fine reduced or the charge placed on file, or maybe there's some defect with it that you might want to actually try the case.
Okay. All right, well, here you go, everybody.
There you go.
Ryan at RussmanLaw.com if you
Two
want
S's,
to email
correct.
them questions. There's two S's in Russman, baby. Don't forget it. I'm going to see you into getting some ads put on the back of cruisers. You know what I mean? See if we can do that. Yeah. So, way to go, counselor. Thank you very much.
Great
Appreciate
to see you all.
You
Happy
headed to
Cinco de
court?
Mayo.
You headed to court?
I am. I'm on my way to Brentwood.
Okay, there you go. We'll tell everybody we said hey.
Oh, hey.
All right.
How you doing?
RussmanLaw.com is his website. All right, we're coming right back. Jimmy Dunn's going to join us. Stick around. Jimmy, I know you were away. You were out west, but there was a pretty big thing in the interwebs, in the world of the interwebs. Okay. Yesterday, hell froze over. You probably didn't get the word, so let me be the first to tell you.
Caliban's a freaking man, and now he's on Instagram.
I think he was his first friend.
Oh, yeah, you did know
You were
that.
like his first friend.
That's right.
I was on the Instagram and I went, Kelly Brown's on the Instagram?
Did you
It's
think
time
it
to
was-
get off.
Yeah.
Did you think it was like a scam, or did you think somebody hacked him at
No,
first?
I think that probably somebody in management said, hey, everybody's got to be on the social medias, and one of you
if
put
by-
a camera on him. And
If by management you met his friend Sean at a bar that
Yeah.
plied him with 3 beers, then I guess, yeah.
Is that what happened?
That's exactly what
I
it
saw
was.
him in the bar. I I was
Yeah.
in there. So was it Saturday?
I was working.
Saturday he was working.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he went to the bar.
Saturday,
Yeah, he was
Scotty
able to
texted me and said, "You want to go to the Brat and get a pizza?" And I went over there, and Kelly Brown
There's
was
Kelly
there,
Brown,
and they were
yeah.
all kind.
I
It was
appreciate you coming up and saying hi, Jimmy.
So all of these years where I've been saying, it's part of what we do, and he's like, oh, I don't do social media. And I kind of respect that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, I know Scotty gets mad because Scotty
I kind of
knows
have
he's.
respect for the fact that I ask you to do something and you don't.
I
I find that to be very respectful.
No. What you're misunderstanding, and Kelly will back me up on this. I never asked him officially to do it. I suggested it's something
Sure.
that is good for the show.
good
but
for
I knew,
everybody's business.
I knew how he felt.
yeah.
And I'm like, I understand that. And so I never said, can you please do it?
No.
I never said that.
Right.
That's
and
fair.
listen, no matter what happens, I can't imagine that social media is going to become a big part of Kelly Brown's life.
No. There is no scenario in which it would.
Right, but he's just trying to help, trying to push the
But it's
bus
funny.
down the road a little
like
bit.
20-something years, 30 years into this gig,
Yeah.
Sean gives him a couple of beers,
Yeah.
and then Sean just signs him up. And it's like, okay. It's amazing.
Yeah, but it's going to go wrong. He's going
We
to
do worry about
kind of
that.
nervous about
The
that.
phone's going to be in his pocket. He's going to hit the button at the wrong time, and he's going to be live streaming something
We
that shouldn't
tried-
be live streamed.
We tried to say,
Only when he's with us.
only when you're with us should you actually think about posting anything.
Yeah.
Just so you know. Because he doesn't
Well,
care
that-
enough.
that's a must because I really don't know how to post.
Yeah, right.
You just have to hit the plus button, Kelly.
So yesterday, we put a video up, a little welcome video.
Yeah.
Short, little 15-second thing.
People's comments are like, it looks like he's being held hostage.
Yeah.
He looks so uncomfortable.
And I had to tell him to smile at the end of it.
Yeah,
But I
I saw
think
that.
currently he sits at 2,226 followers. So there you
Of course. Yeah.
know?
Just be careful, Kelly Brown. It's a dangerous world out there on the Instaweb.
I'm going to go slow.
go. When
Yeah.
he first brought it up, Kayla brought it up.
Is, next week he's selling something on Facebook yard sale.
Yeah. Yeah, right. He's going to go right into it. And just watch the DMs, man, because
Kate-
she's not who she says she
Oh,
is.
my God.
Yeah,
she
people
never is.
might message
She
you, and
never
they're going to
is.
send you pictures, Kelly, and maybe videos.
Sob stories.
Yeah. Kelly, when Kayla first brought it up in the early morning part of the show, and listeners, we were talking about it, and then we gave it the address.
Well, first we had to change it because he had his name as Kelly C. Brown III.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, that's
Well, because all the other Kelly Browns were taken.
Sure.
Right? So
There's
but
a
we-
few more Kelly Browns in the world.
We changed it to Kelly Morning Buzz. You can follow him on Instagram. But the early morning listeners were all over it. And the number just skyrocketed up to like 2,000.
Yeah.
But then as the show went on, I think people got smart because they were like, yeah, this is going to be trouble. This is
Yeah.
like a car accident.
Not
I don't
sure
want
I
to
wanna
be
be
a part
involved
of it.
in this.
Yeah. And I think they got a little gun shy, so.
I have a different theory on that. People looking at it a lot early in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're sitting down and resting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when they actually had to get their day going,
Yeah.
they don't care so much about
Less
what
of
you
a priority.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that. That makes sense.
I'm not an expert on the algorithms.
Yeah.
But
Who
I'm,
is?
I'm far from an expert on
Who
the
is?
algorithms.
But he's there. So there it is.
Welcome
So-
to the internet, Kelly Brown.
Thank you, Jimmy.
So welcome home,
Yeah.
James. How was the trip out west?
Oh, I had a blast, man. I went to Denver, Colorado, and then I went to Wyoming, way up into Wyoming.
He went to Wyoming, Scotty. He went to Wyoming. Or maybe, I don't even know if that's the one I want. Do I want that one? Or do I want that? Or I don't know. Maybe this is it right here. This is it.
Now
This is it.
I will say I'm kind of disappointed because last year he had a show out west.
Yeah.
He bought himself a cowboy shirt. So I said, "Oh, did you break out the cow?" I forgot it. I don't even know where it is.
I forgot all about it. She's right. I did a show last year. I did some sort of cowboy festival
Where you
thing,
had to buy
and I
the
had to
shirt.
buy a cowboy shirt. And then when I went out for this one, and
didn't even bring it.
I didn't even think of it.
Yeah.
I dressed up because it was a function for all the sheriffs in Wyoming. Every sheriff in Wyoming.
So the Sheriff's Association
Yes.
of the great state of Wyoming
Yes.
said, let's get that guy
Yeah.
from
From
New
New
England.
England.
Odd, right?
How cool is that?
It was.
Do they get our humor?
They kind of were laughing at me, and I was laughing at them, and it was a nice mix. I told them I said that 80% of this room looks like they should be on the back of a mud flap going, get back.
Because it's two different worlds, Wyoming,
Yeah.
New England, way different
And
worlds.
it was a good mix because I was telling stories about, me coming into their world.
Yeah.
It went great. They were super friendly.
Yeah.
We had I brought my wife with me. We made a little trip out of it. Mm-hmm. And the day before the gig, we got there, we got there a couple days early, went to Denver and saw some friends. Day before the gig, we're out in Wyoming, and we went to find some national park. And we checked this park out. It was amazing. The Platte River, where I guess every fisherman's dream is to fish the Platte River. Mm-hmm. So we found the Platte River, and we're going up through, and then I take a turn, and I go the wrong way, and I'm on this road, and then all of a sudden the road goes to gravel, and then the road goes to dirt. And we are hours from anywhere, in the middle of nowhere. Mm-hmm. And the next thing you know, there's cows coming up to the side of the car and antelopes running across in front of it. We were on some guy's giant ranch in the middle of nowhere.
The Dutton Ranch.
It was exactly like that, and it was such an amazing experience because they were just walking up to the car, and and there was nothing for miles and miles and miles.
What was Mrs. Dunn's reaction?
Don't get this thing stuck. She kept yelling, "Don't get this thing stuck," because I had a little rent-a-car Bronco thing.
Yeah,
and she was a little freaked out.
Yeah.
But then when the animals started coming up to the window, she was really into it.
Was it a ranch? It's got to be a ranch.
It was a
right?
ranch, but there was a public road that made its way through the ranch because of some access.
You were at Six Flags?
No, it was
Great invention.
no, but so a couple days before I was looking up these tours where you could go out on these,
Yeah.
and we just ended up making our own.
Yeah.
It was hysterical. But at one point, the mud was really deep, and I got that truck in 4-low, and I'm like,
there's gonna be trouble.
This is gonna get sketchy. But this big, giant cow, all covered in the big furry ones, you know?
Yeah.
This comes right up to the windshield, just looking at me. I said to my wife, I go, he knows how much roast beef I eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows. He knows. I could see it.
He knows. He got an attitude. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
So we went back into town that night. She was like, "I'm gonna have a steak," and I go, "I'm not eating steak. I'm having an ugly chicken tonight, man. No way."
Yeah, you don't need them mad at you. That's pretty funny.
It was a blast. So what a beautiful part of the world out there.
Nice.
And went back into Denver, which is also a fun city. Had some fun there.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Great trip.
Well, welcome back, Jimmy Dunn, hanging with us. We're coming right back. That's a good one. That's a good one. Scotty bought Silence for $50.
Right.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
You know?
Different definition of mandatory.
What's
It's
that
funny
for?
that you said it because Sunday I was with one kid at one location and I knew I had to pick up the other one at work. It was a situation where I was only 10 minutes away from his work, but he wasn't getting out for 40 minutes.
Oof.
So my youngest in the back says, "Hey, I bet if you tell him you'll pay him for this hour, he'll get out early." Sure enough, I text him, "Hey, can I pick you up early?" "No, I want to make all the money I can." "What if I give you the $14 you're making this hour?"
He's
Yep.
out on the curb.
He goes, "Yep, just talk to the boss. All set, I can leave." It's like, so he got in the car. I go, "Here's your $14. It was, for me, it would have been more work and gas to drive all the way home, to spend 7 minutes at my house to drive all the way back to where I just was. So,
Or you would have went down the street, got the other kid a cheeseburger,
and
cost you
spent more money.
$25 while you're waiting
best
to
$14
waiting
to
for him to
spend
make
on
6.
Sunday.
My how times have changed.
Yeah.
Because my dad, there was no way my dad was going to give me money
Yeah.
for getting out of work. He would have either said, "You're getting out now,"
Yeah.
or or just you're going to have to wait, or whatever.
Well, my dad didn't have a phone to call me when I
Yeah.
was at work, and my
Yeah.
dad wasn't coming to pick me up when I was at work anyway.
Right,
Yeah.
And
right.
I was getting home on my bicycle.
He wanted to work. And
All right, but what was the reason you couldn't have gone there and waited?
for 40 minutes? You want me to
Or
sit in my
just-
car
you
for
don't have-
40?
40
Well,
minutes
you
is
usually
not that
have a
long.
list of a million things you could have done. No?
It was, so I got out of one thing at 5:10. I could have picked, and I was 10 minutes from where he was. In the meantime, I would have went all the way home. I had to cook dinner. I had a bunch of stuff. I hadn't been home since, I don't know, 10 in the morning. I just wanted to get home, and I was like, worth the
That was
$14.
worth $14 to
Yep.
you. Yeah.
Went home,
Yeah.
cooked dinner, and
It's all
would
it's
you
all
have done?
finances.
Everything
What would
has a
you have
cost.
done, Gene?
I would have driven my car there and sat in the parking lot and waited 40 minutes. That's not a long
Yeah.
time. I would have done that.
yeah, that was not going to happen.
I would have got a
Knowing-
cheesesteak.
But
Knowing
so
that I
you-
had to go home and cook dinner and stuff, so
But
so
hold
wasting
on.
my
But
time for
you're-
40
no,
minutes.
Again, we're talking. We're not arguing.
So make soup.
So
Get a can of soup, and that's what they have for dinner.
you didn't. He didn't feel weird like saying to his boss, "Hey, listen, I
My
have to
mom's
Yes.
outside. I gotta
There
go.
was 3
Doesn't he
people.
work at a restaurant?
That he was not at a restaurant. He was at his other
okay.
job.
Okay.
He has 2 jobs.
Right. Okay.
But he's just like he was working with 2 other guys, and I was like, ask if you can leave. They were like, yeah, sure. It's like, okay, here's your $14.
Oh, I don't have a problem with
old
him
is
getting
the
out early.
oldest?
15.
So
the one that
license
works.
license in about a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. The best thing I ever bought was when my oldest got old enough to have a car. The best thing I ever bought was that Honda Civic from Ernie Bach, and I said, "Here's this car. This is yours, but you're now in charge of making sure that your little brother gets to and fro anywhere he needs to be. And the first day that he tells me that you didn't come pick him up for something, I'm taking this car back and I'm buying that truck for me." And they were
love it."
And you know I want that truck.
I want that truck.
So I'm telling you right now.
They were inside. They were perfect.
They have
Yeah.
already started making plans for next year. Like, okay, Dylan, so I'll bring you to school every day before I go to school. Once a week, I'll bring you to Dunkin' Donuts, and then we'll have Dunkin's breakfast before we
That's
go
awesome.
to school. They've already
And
planned
that-
this
I
all
love
out.
it.
That's awesome.
So,
It's
I'm like, you
really
gotta
good for
hear.
them because they'll be a team.
yeah. They already are. And it's scary.
So this past week, we announced yesterday actually, we have a second round of the Mother Truckin' giveaway.
have you seen this truck?
A third round actually.
No.
It is a third round, yeah.
oh my gosh.
Not valued at over $99,000. It is a Ram DC 1500, 650 horsepower.
Supercharged
Supercharged Hemi.
Thing's
Nice.
amazing looking.
Greg drove it this weekend.
I did. I
Did you
drove
really?
it. Yeah, and you know me.
Yeah.
I love a lot of speed, and I loved it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
3.6 seconds to go
Holy
from 0 to 60. 3.6 seconds.
Dude, it was like a friggin' rocket ship.
Nice.
Like even just when I started it up in the garage in the morning, I'm like, whoa, I hope that doesn't wake up Valerie. And it was like, but then you feel like you're holding on to the reins of a giant cat.
Yeah.
It's just looking to get like, it's crazy. I mean, I'm telling you.
I love it.
That's how it feels. Tim Foss from Foss Motors, and it's great that we're doing this. We're going to give you an opportunity for it in just a second. But he said it drives like a race car. So you got to treat it with respect. I'm like, dude, I'm going to be respectful. Don't worry. But the 0 to 60 in 3 seconds,
Yeah.
I could totally see it. I did not do that.
Right.
Sure.
But when I got in the car, when I got in the truck yesterday outside the parking lot with Laura, with Kayla and Scotty.
He had 2 sets of eyes on him, watching him climb into this beast.
Yeah, clearly, one of these things does not belong. I
Right,
know what I mean.
right.
But so I get in and I sit and I start to rev it. You know what I mean? A little bit of rev of the engine. You know, and I'm looking at Scotty like I'm a badass, and I think I'm going to punch it a little bit when I go to leave because it's a tight space. I punched it for like 1 split second and then let off the gas because I'm like, no,
He's revving the engine.
can't
He's
do
got a
it.
little bag of chips.
Oh yeah, a little bag of chips falling. I didn't want chips all over the place, but the reason it is, we are going to give that vehicle away.
Come on.
It is unbelievable.
That's
And,
awesome.
Yeah, it's the Dodge. Like Laura said, 2026 Ram 1500 DC 650, total badass. Thank you very much to Foss Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Exeter, and we want to get you in on it. You right now can be the first qualifier for to be part of it. So if you would like to get in on it, you got to email Laura at morningbuzz.com, your name, your address, your birthday, and your phone number. Forget any of those, and you don't even get considered for it. Okay?
All right.
So do those, and Laura will pick at random someone, and you'll be the first one in on it. Okay? You can also go to Foss Motors, right? You can go down there and do
There's
the
a
code
QR
thing.
code. You can do it there, or you can go to morningbuzz.com for a bonus shot. Just because you enter the
Doesn't
QR
mean
code
you are
or
qualified.
online. Yeah, it does not mean. I will contact you the week before if you are a finalist, and you have to be there on that Saturday that we give it away.
As soon as we announced it yesterday, we were getting emails saying, I'm
pick me?
registered. I want to register. That's not how it goes.
Right.
You have to do it through like something like this on the air when we ask for it, or go to the website, and then if we pick you, we will notify.
Yeah, there's only
Right.
100 finalists. So,
Yeah.
yeah, if you're a
That's
finalist,
pretty
it's
cool.
one in
It
It's
is
a
so
wicked-
cool looking.
That's pretty
It's
cool.
badass. Totally badass. So get after it, kids. When we come back, we're rolling into the 9 o'clock hour. We've got some news we got to get caught up on. and more hanging with Jimmy. We'll get right back to it next. I'm looking forward to this afternoon.
1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila, floor.
That's me. Sorry. No, okay, that won't be me. But we will be having some fun. It is Cinco de Mayo, so we will be out at Margarita's Mexican restaurant in Portsmouth, and we'll be there from 3 to 5. So kind of swing by after work.
Today?
Yeah, we're gonna have some.
3 to
We'll have some
5.
prizes and stuff like
What
that.
are you doing?
Where they got tacos?
I think they got tacos.
They
yeah.
got that burrito gigante?
Gigante.
Gigante?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they might have
That's
that.
what. So I already told Dylan. I'm like, I'm working 3 to 5. I won't be home until after 6. He goes, I know I'm bringing you home the big burrito. That's his favorite. He's like, if it is Cinco de Mayo and you're already at work, you're not going to have time to cook dinner. It's like, yeah, big
That's
burritos.
a good point.
Well, we'll be there, so you can come on down and join us, hang out with us, and have some fun. We'll be playing around and just kind of chilling. So come on by and say hi.
I might swing by.
From 3 to 5. Please do. Please do. It's going to be fun. So we got that coming up a little bit later today. Kayla's going to be hitting the decks down in Portsmouth on Thursday and Saturday. We got the Sirens and Shields blackjack tournament over at Revo Casino and Social House in Dover. So it's the spring tour, as we like to say. Jimmy Dunn hanging out with us. And let's do this. I know that there is I don't know if you knew that Shinedown is going to be playing Manchester, New Hampshire on July 20th. The band is just absolute fire. They're hitting on every single cylinder. They're pouring everything into this tour. And it's going to be great in the, by the way, air-conditioned arena. And they've got an incredible show, and we're going to have a lot of tickets and some special things happening with the band coming up. But right now, yeah, Shinedown, Coheed and Cambria, going to be at the SNHU Arena coming up on the 20th of July, and it's probably one of the highlight shows of the summer for me. That's because I saw him at the Garden, and I've seen him many times. We've seen him kind of through the years, and you just sit there and you watch, and you see how far they've come and what they've become, and it's fantastic. It's fantastic. The Boston Garden, they sold out the Boston Garden and the Madison Square Garden two nights back to back. Crazy.
Pretty cool.
Good for them. Good for them. Looking forward to that show. We will have tickets for you for that. However, we do want to back up for a second here and say congratulations, because we got some of the first qualifiers for the Buzz Mother Trucking giveaway with our friends at Foss Motors.
Yeah, the 2 finalists are Brian Robinson and Patricia Collier.
Good for you guys. Congratulations.
I'll be emailing you with all the information. Remember, you have to be able to join us on Saturday, June 20th.
Yeah.
And you have to have a valid license. I feel bad for the 4 people that showed up last year without valid licenses, and I had to turn them away.
Got to have a valid license, okay?
Yes, and also, if you don't have a valid license or some sort of identification to get on an airplane, don't go to the airport, you idiots.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of the line. Who goes to the airport and goes, I need an ID?
Yeah. Do you get the feeling, Scotty, that maybe we know somebody that's happened to?
I'm guessing there's a story.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know anybody, just a couple of people in front of me.
Yeah.
And there should be, I got TSA pre and the clear.
Yeah,
I got to
me
pay
too.
for all of
Me
that
too.
because I travel a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Then there's the regular, but there should be a third line for dum-dums.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I've done dumb things too, so I can't
I know,
really,
I know
you know.
dumb things, but like,
Not having, I
but
always
not
wonder,
having a license, you go, oh, I left it
You
at
need it.
home.
You
but
need it.
Oh, I need a.
But for anything, like
Yeah.
I feel that way when you go to a bar and they're like, well, I don't have my ID. But
Yeah.
I don't care how old you are. You always should have your license on you. It's just something that you just have.
Yeah.
I could
I'm
not
with you.
agree with her more.
Kayla's trying to get, she took a bite of something. She's like, I got to get this out. I'm
It's
trying
really
to.
like-
I don't know how you go anywhere without your ID on you. Like
Yeah.
it's just there.
Yeah.
I like if I don't know how you don't have it on you.
Yeah, doesn't make
No,
sense to me.
I'm
And
with
I
you
don't
guys.
get mad at people asking to see them either.
Yeah.
Like
No.
it's their job.
I will tell you that I switched from the old-fashioned wallet to a
Oh, you got the
small-
fancy Ridge one.
Yeah.
Oh, which-
Yeah.
have you
Cool,
seen
right?
It's so small
Yeah.
and it's so much better. Everything's secure in your wallet.
Yep.
But it's not falling out of your pocket, but it's also much smaller, easier to take with you anywhere.
Yeah.
You know? Not that a wallet's a big thing, but I'm always putting my hand on my back pocket trying to think, I got to make sure nobody can get it or anything like that. But the Ridge, you put it right in your front pocket, which is great.
I speaking
Thing
of
is so
wallets,
cool looking.
Yeah.
I got a wallet story. Yesterday morning, I get up. I decide to go for a big walk. I go all the way down to the main beach, And there's my favorite place in the world, Playland Arcade open. Walk into Playland Arcade, and I go in my wallet to get $1 to get 4 quarters, so I could play some Asteroids.
I'm gonna dig my wallet. I'll get $1 so I can play with 4 quarters.
2 things missing. There's no dollars in my wallet.
Yeah. Rats.
There's 100. That's it. I'm not going to break 100.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you know what else is missing? Asteroids is gone from Playland. No, don't. That's
that's got to be in every arcade.
No, that's the end of my world.
Yeah,
That's my childhood.
Yeah.
They should
It's
have
not just getting fixed or something?
I don't know. Maybe they're bronzing it and they're going to drop it off on my deck because
I gotta
I have
say-
paid for that building in that machine.
I don't think an arcade is an arcade without
Without an
Asteroids
Asteroids
in it.
Yeah, and my friends who own Playland have recently sold it. There is a new owner, and so if you're listening and you're the new owner, and somebody told you, "Hey, it's going to cost you a couple $100 to fix that Asteroids machine," you better better consider that.
Go down to Token's Tap Room. They got it, baby. They got
Token's
it.
Tap Room, they got it?
Galaga.
Yeah.
They got Galaga. They got it all. Oh yeah, it's great.
Nah, but that's a bar, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It
I don't
is.
want to. I don't want to. I want to play with, in an arcade. I don't want to play with drunks.
Are you gonna say I want to play with kids? That's where I thought you were going.
So it would sound a little weird.
Yeah.
It would definitely
Like,
sound
I
a little
corrected
weird.
I don't want to play with drunks.
I want to go with his children, and nobody's going to bother me.
All right, and now this.
What's the buzz? Tell me what's that.
What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz?
Yeah, What's the Buzz brought to you by our friends at Margarita's Mexican Restaurant. Big day today, Cinco de Mayo, and we will be, like I said, at the Portsmouth location, 3 to 5. They're open at 11:30, by the way.
All the locations today.
Be one of the first 50 to get a free T-shirt if you want to head on down there. We'll be there from 3 to 5 p.m. after work. Come by and say hi. Margs.com/Cinco if you want more information. Okay, so some of the things in the news. Emergency crews in San Francisco and Austin, Texas say Waymo robo-taxis are now causing serious problems during emergencies. They claim that some driverless cars are blocking fire stations, ignoring hand signals, and even delaying ambulances because they have no idea what to do around emergency vehicles.
They panic.
This
Yeah.
is why I'm out.
Panic mode.
I'm out.
I hate the idea of imagine somebody's waiting and first responders are coming and some robot car is just sitting there and panics and doesn't know what to do.
Right. And the story that everybody's like, well, I don't care about it. I'll tell you what, you say what you want. This story is not going away. It's not going away. Maybe you've heard of it. The little scandal that is rocking the NFL.
Little ditty about
Mike.
Diane, American
Married adults banging something they weren't supposed to.
in the heartland.
Mikey.
Gonna be football.
Coach.
Diane,
Reporter.
backseat.
Mikey's. It wrote itself.
Oh, I was worried that you got too far into AI, but I'm glad to see that you're back to the old school.
Yeah, nothing like old school, man.
That's beautiful.
It won't go away. Like every time I get on, social media, it shows up in the feed 5-6 times, and I'm not even clicking on the stories to make it, make it appear more. It's just everywhere.
And now there's some speculation that she has a young son.
Oh, yeah.
And now the question is, does that young son, is his dad your husband, who is the executive at Shake Shack?
Right.
Or is that young son possibly Mike Vrabel's
Because
son?
you named him Michael and then posted a picture of him at 4 days old saying, as I look at you, I wonder how many Michaels in the
And
Right.
great coaches and players.
Coaches and players, like, what the?
Yeah.
What are you?
But I got a simple way to get to the bottom of this. You ask that kid what he wants for his birthday. If he says he wants a high-quality blender, you're good.
Okay.
But if he says he's looking for a new squat rack,
Yeah.
we might have a problem. We might have a problem.
So yesterday I saw the headline that somebody on some television, sports show, and it's grist for the mill for
Sure.
sports posts like that, saying that Vrabel will lose his job within 2 weeks.
No.
I don't think that either, and I'm not saying I want that. I'm just saying that that's what one guy said. But that becomes, like I said, grist for the mill. The
Yes.
sports radio is founded on. They can't get by without it.
Well, what
That
else are you
kind
going
of
to talk about? The Bruins or the Celtics?
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Like right now,
Right,
there's
it's
nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
It's two adults that had an affair, right? And in the National Football League, that's certainly not something
Not
that
uncommon.
But it's also not something that someone's going to lose their job over. And then let's say theoretically it gets so bad that they want to fire Mike Vrabel for having an affair.
Yeah.
Who's going to do that? Mr. Kraft?
Oh yeah. No, you're right. No, you're right. You're exactly
Come
right.
on.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. It's just they won't let it go, and then things keep coming up. Well, she had a Spotify playlist that was okay, whatever. But it's things like that have
She
legs.
has taken herself off all social media, deleted all of her accounts.
Somebody else came up. Remember when they said she saved somebody, pulled some guy from a burning wreck?
Didn't happen.
She didn't know.
Yeah,
She saw it.
She was there.
That
but she
that
didn't.
smelled like a PR move that
Yeah.
somebody told her to say.
Yeah.
And that's stupid.
It's really dumb.
Like 2 days after it broke, she saved somebody.
You know what's really dumb, though?
Crazy.
Is being an NFL reporter, having an affair with a coach, allegedly, and then putting out information that would benefit that coach's team,
Yeah.
allegedly, about a free agent, allegedly, that's scaring off some other people.
Allegedly.
If I was that particular wide receiver in the Philadelphia area,
Yeah.
that's the guy who's got the beef.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's where you're messing with business, but I don't think they got anything on Vrabel.
This morning, news came out. It's always worrisome when you see Dolly's name in the news. She had to cancel her Las Vegas residency for health reasons. And the thing about Dolly Parton is,
I think it's the
We love you, Dolly.
medication she's taking
Yeah.
for the problem.
Whatever the problem is.
It's affecting her.
but she just always sounds positive and happy and upbeat.
The good news is I'm responding really well to meds and treatments, and I'm improving every day. Now, the bad news is it's going to take me a little while before I'm up to stage performance level. Just think of me as like an old classic car that once restored can be better than ever.
I love her.
So positive.
I love her.
She's so
I
cute.
love her. You know what I mean? It's like, oh gosh, the overdone makeup and all that stuff. It doesn't matter. It's
It
Dolly.
works for
Who
her.
cares? Exactly.
On a more serious note, I am truly sorry, but I'm going to miss all of you that had tickets to see me in Las Vegas. Well, you get on to Vegas, and you have a big time.
Have a big time.
You go on without me.
No, I had a friend
and
that's
have
going.
a big time.
He texted me yesterday as soon as he got your show has been canceled, you'll get a refund, and he sent me the picture of it. And he's like, I hope she's okay.
Yeah.
And then the Facebook post came out that it was the medication
Yeah.
and stuff.
I don't
but
even think people get mad. They just get worried
that's
when
what
it
the
comes
thing
to
is. He
Dolly.
was so worried.
Right?
I was like, still, I go to Vegas anyways, have fun.
Dude, Roadkill has a Dolly Parton T-shirt.
I could see that.
You know?
I could see that.
He loves boobs. I mean, you know what I mean?
He
Yes.
does. And talent.
Yeah.
He likes
And
talent.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Boobs
She's a
first.
talent. And,
Boobs first.
and positivity.
Yes.
That's Scotty is his earmark.
He and
Is
Dolly are
positivity.
on the same level,
A lot of people-
positivity-wise.
A lot of people have told me, Jimmy, I am
Dolly
the male
Light.
version of
Yeah.
Dolly Parton. Yeah.
He is opening a small theme park. It's called Roadkill Wood.
Roadkill Wood.
It's going to be
It's gonna be right next door to Get Out
Get
of Here.
It's going to be
Bar and Grill.
It's going to be in the hills of Barrington.
Yep.
Way out in the woods behind Caliph's, and that's where he's going to be.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to be.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get out of here, Bar and Grill.
So, what's that? I have, when I say Stanley, as in cups, right? I'm not talking about the fancy new cups that are all the rage.
Right.
Okay. I got the old school, the dull green working man's Stanley that could kill somebody if you hit
Sure.
him with it.
Yeah.
I mean, you could beat somebody to death with it. Kayla has a Stanley cup right there.
These are pretty solid too, bud.
They're wildly popular and wildly expensive.
Yes.
Right? But I got the old school one. I take it
Yeah.
with me on the road trips, right?
I got this one from the good people at
What is it? Paramount. Right off the
Nice.
lot.
good people from
Did
Paramount
they give it
Plus.
to you on
Yeah.
the last day or the first day?
That's a good question.
Did you get a
First
gift
day.
bag?
Oh,
Yeah.
you get gift bags every day when you're in television.
Really?
Yes, every day you go into the trailer, there's something cool.
Really?
Oh, yeah,
They
yeah,
just
yeah,
leave
yeah.
you just stuff
Just
up
leave
on
you stuff.
What is like the oddest thing that you got? You're like, what's that?
I remember one day when I was on the McCarthy's, my co-star Kellen had a bad day. And her management, who was also my management at the time, sent her a big bouquet of roses, right?
Yeah, right.
And she goes, "Look who the management sent over," and I didn't get anything, and I don't want. And so
Because you had a good day. You did what you were supposed
but
to.
I text my manager and I go, "You guys must have forgot my roses when you came by, right?"
Yeah, right.
And the next day, there was a new set of there was a gift basket with a new set of the Beats.
Oh, nice.
Like a $500 set of Beats.
Ah, you
and I
win.
was like, I was just busting chops.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I get goodies.
They throw that away. I was listening to an interview with Aubrey Plaza.
Love her.
And she was saying it was with, I think it was on the Smartless podcast. I've been listening to that. I've been listening to The Good Hang with Amy Poehler. She's really good too. But anyway, Aubrey Plaza is saying it's stupid how they treat you on a set, how they cater to you every little need. If you want a cup of coffee, let me go get my coffee. And she's like, I can get my cup of coffee. It's right there, 10 feet away. And she talked about how all of us, and she included herself, are babied to the max when we're doing this. And she's like, I don't want that. And I don't need that. And I have never asked anybody to get me anything since. Because she just like, it's ludicrous. You know,
when I first got on the set of the McCarthys, they had a guy that was literally waiting for me to park my truck, right? And I have a parking spot in front of the building.
Yeah.
And I went, buddy, I don't, please. And I'm driving in every day with my son too. And I go, we don't. And he said, you don't understand. If you don't let me park your truck, I got to go back and sit in that office all day and do nothing.
Yeah.
Please let me do this.
Yeah.
Right? So I was like, okay. He goes, please give me stuff to do. And I go, okay. 2 Arnold Palmers and parked the truck. And every morning I came in, he had 2 Arnold Palmers and I parked the truck. And I went, all right.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
The kid wants to be out and about.
Scotty would drink that in. Oh, my God.
that would be
you
amazing.
Would drink it in like it
that
was
would be
water.
awesome.
It does get to some people, though. Like people start
Stupid.
asking
It's
for
stupid.
every
Stupid.
silly thing.
Yelling at people because their latte is... Shut up.
I've seen people upset that the little director chair didn't have their name on it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, give me a break.
That would irritate me to no end. And I would also punish them.
Yeah.
Like I would
The business punishes
I
them.
give them yeah.
They don't need me to do that.
Yeah,
The business will punish them.
Yeah. I guess I brought up the Stanley thing because I don't have a Stanley. A lot of people have Thermos, the brand Thermos. 8.2 million Thermos bottles and food jars are being recalled after reports of permanent vision loss.
Yeah. I heard about this. My wife was telling me about this.
They're urging consumers to stop using several Thermos brand bottles and food jars over impact, injury, and laceration hazards. They're recalling 8.2 million products. If perishable food or beverages are stored in a container for an extended period of time, the stopper can forcefully eject when you open it. So when you open it, pops off, hits you in the face.
Isn't that Science 101? When food rots inside of a thing, it pops?
That's what I heard.
Right?
I took Science 102.
Oh.
I skipped right over that.
Yeah, you tested out a 101?
Yeah, but I don't know if I ever put any food in a thermos. I never did that.
One of the girls.
When I send the kids to school with soup or whatever, you put it in a.
Yeah. I never
One of
did
the
that.
girls one day decided to be sneaky and put ginger ale in their thermos.
Mm-hmm.
And that thing at lunchtime, I guess, exploded and covered like all the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did anybody see the proposal at Fenway Park the other day?
It didn't look great.
Oh.
I did see this, yeah.
Well, anything that happens on the big board and the cam, I'm suspicious of. I think it's like
You're
a
what?
plant. Yeah, I'm suspicious. Okay, but I think it's a plant because they're entertaining and they want every once in a while you get that weird rejection and you see the worst 2 actors on the planet acting it out.
Sure.
I think this one was real.
It looked
He looked
uncomfortable,
legit,
yeah.
like almost hurt to watch. So this guy's up on the monster. It looked like he was up on the monster.
Yeah.
And guy's name was Douglas, and 35,000 spectators in Boston at Fenway Park. He coordinated with Fenway officials for a proposal on the Jumbotron. Even had her name up there. The awkward moment was recorded and amplified by Linda Henry, wife of billionaire Red Sox owner John Henry, who posted the video on social media with a caption that said, "Quieter reaction on this one. Congratulations to Sarah and Douglas." It appeared on the Jumbotron while she visibly shook her head and looked uncertain, and then he leaned in for a very kind of awkward, weird kiss. My heart breaks for the guy.
Yeah.
However,
he dodged a bullet.
How do you not know?
He dodged a bullet. Come on.
How do you not know?
that's what I'm saying. Like, no, see, like, he didn't read the room. You know what I mean? He was hopeful, but nowadays you gotta be sure if you're gonna do something in public.
She
Especially,
probably
yes.
hates baseball, didn't want to be there to begin with.
Yeah, she didn't seem very happy. Someone can be heard saying in Henry's recording of the toe curling incident. She says she doesn't look very happy. So it's
She
kind of
appeared to respond, "I don't know," when he asked her.
Yeah.
It is suspicious because
Don't put him up on the big board.
but also if you have that kind of social media power, if that thing goes south, maybe you don't post that.
No, why would they do that? I'm not a big fan of the Red Sox ownership in general. It was a stupid move done by the wife of the owner. Stupid move.
Yeah.
Because she saw it. They wanted hits.
Well,
whatever.
listen, what else are they going to do? They're not going to show baseball.
That's true. It's true. So, anyway.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Jimmy's hanging out with us. We're coming right back. Stay with us.
We'll be right back. See if you can hold your breath. Warning, do not hold your breath. Come on. No. You can do it.
No. This is Greg in the Morning Buzz. Want a chance to see the Buzz in action? Go to YouTube and search Morning Buzz NHTV. And now it's back to the Buzz.
I just got a notification that, I got a notification last night that apparently someone spent $4,000 at Walmart. On my account. I don't have one. I got a notification just now that my package is arriving. Click here to find out more. No, not going to do that.
You don't have a package.
Don't have a package. Got another notification the other day from my daughter saying that she had lost her license because it fell in the water, and she needed for me to click this link immediately.
She lost her phone, and you were going to go get a new phone. And I thought,
whatever.
She was probably phishing. I thought it might be real. He's like, no, it wouldn't be my
It's
daughter.
not real.
I was like, okay.
Not real. She's probably still
But you
in
guys are on the same phone plan.
Yeah, but
Send me Apple gift cards right
she's
away.
probably still in a stream, as
Yeah.
far as I know. I haven't heard from her, so I don't know. But I mean, I don't know. They are as crafty as it is. It is unbelievable. And then you try to trace. You try to think, okay, what did I fill out in which they got my email address? It doesn't matter because yours, you do something legit and they're selling it. And the next thing you know, you're getting, hey, would you like to take a survey? And I want to respond, kiss my... I just, you know what I mean? Or some sort of vulgar thing. Just reply stop. I believe when I reply stop that you're selling it to other people.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
It counts as a click. It's an interaction. It's just like the social media.
I want a program that prevents anything I don't know or have a relationship from even ever reaching me.
Yeah.
Period. That's where we're at.
I have an 88-year-old mother-in-law that calls my wife with every one of these and goes,
Yeah.
do you think this one's real? None of them are real. Hilda, lock it down.
Lock it down.
No one's sending you anything. No one
Lock it
needs you
down.
anything.
Valerie's on the couch. She's behind me to my left. I'm sitting there at the desk, and she says, "Hun," and I turn and I look at her. She goes, "Did you spend $1,200 yesterday at the Apple store?" And I just tilt my head. I'm like, "No, dear, I did not." She goes, "Okay." I'm like, delete. You know what I mean?
Don't engage.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Don't even, and you want to respond and tear them a new one, but then you're just tempting the devil. It seems like.
They don't even care. It's laughable. I get a phone call yesterday. Hey, this is from the patent and trademark office, and I go, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Click.
Yeah. Beekeeper. Man, that's all I got to say.
Yeah.
Jason Statham, Beekeeper.
Haven't seen that one yet.
Oh, it's good.
It's very good.
Yeah.
It's good. I saw, and I'm so far behind on this. I've never watched any of the John Wick. I'm just not a big MMA guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm on the
I haven't watched
airplane.
John Wick either.
I'm on the airplane, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch John Wick, and I watched the very first one.
Yeah.
And
It's good.
Well, about 12 minutes in, I'm all amped up on the plane, and about 12 minutes in, on the plane, I go, "Oh, John Wick's gonna kill all of you." And my wife's like, "Hey, honey, calm down, calm down."
Those are great movies.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
that
good.
first one caught me off guard at the beginning there. That was not a cool
Yeah,
start
you did
to that
not
movie.
expect it to be about
Oh
that.
No.
man.
But
Yeah,
his-
I'd kill them all too.
Yeah, that was the anger that fueled, much of it.
Yeah,
I will
but
say.
don't yell that out on a JetBlue plane.
John Wick 4 was on the other day, and the whole thing looked like a fantasy movie set.
Oh, it's fantastic.
It was burning sunrises and sunsets all day long.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It just got to be too much. But
Yeah.
I love the original 1 and 2.
They're all fantastic.
I like the Equalizer. 1, 2,
yeah.
and 3 with Denzel.
Great
You give me a revenge movie, I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm in.
Well, we were on the flight back home, and,
Yeah.
and my wife goes, "You gonna watch John Wick 2?" And I go, "Nah, probably not." She
Yeah.
goes, "All right, well, if you do, you keep it down."
Yeah,
down.
don't yell that on the plane. Don't yell that on the plane.
Keep it down.
Coming up after the show, we got the Buzz 24/7, and Jimmy's going to hang out with us. I think actually. So we'll be doing that, and later today, 3 to 5, we'll be at Margaritas, as we told you, in Portsmouth for Cinco de Mayo. We are also doing this thing called the You Pick It Ticket. And it's over now, but Live Nation was offering this deal where you could get tickets all across the country for $30.
Oh, it doesn't
Saw
work
that.
today?
Well, I thought you said it ended on.
Tuesday.
Oh, so it ends today.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think today's last.
I bought tickets to a show in Boston to see the Adam Ezra Group. I could have got them. I could have got them for free. Didn't.
Yes.
You know why? I invest. You
support the
in
artists.
the talent and the artists. Yeah. So, but I got a deal because I got tickets for $30 each.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah, you're
gonna
still
be
good all day today.
House of Blues on July 20th.
June 20th.
June 20th. Excuse me. So, when you go to Live Nation, you could pick shows all across the country and get tickets to a lot of great shows for $30. Good
So many
deal.
good shows coming.
Yeah.
Including a bunch down the casino.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Also at Bank NH Pavilion. Now, Bank NH Pavilion has teamed with Live Nation, the Summer of Live 2026, and is offering you, through us, a chance to win a pair of tickets to one of 28 shows that they are offering. Now, if you call and you pick a show and we are out of those tickets, well, you have to pick another show. I just want to be clear. When we have a certain number.
Let me. Can I jump in on that real quick?
Sure.
Because I see this post all the time, and people put this on their post when they're trying to hype up their shows.
Yeah.
Limited tickets available.
Yeah.
That's how tickets work.
Yeah.
They're all limited.
Yeah, it's true.
You haven't sold any tickets yet.
That's
Your
true.
show's dying.
Yeah.
Don't lie to people.
Yeah.
Limited tickets available is how tickets work.
That is exactly
We don't
true.
have unlimited tickets.
Yeah,
Because you
don't.
should be able to go online and see which tickets are.
Oh, of course you can.
Because I know they were doing that with the big MMA fight. They were
Yeah.
saying, hey, tickets are going quick for the Ronda fight. And they're like, no, they're not.
Yeah, well, the whole thing with Post Malone, they announced a tour, him and Jelly Roll, and people were looking at the seats, and there was 1 million seats available, and then they canceled the
Yeah.
first part of the tour. Now, and that's where speculation comes from the fact that they backed out because of those early shows because they weren't selling.
I'm going to be honest with everybody right now. It's slow out there because people don't have money.
Yeah.
The economy is
Yeah.
really bad, and people are holding on to their money. And
Yeah.
that's why when you
Yeah.
see something like this, when you see, we had this discussion the other day, when you see a $30 ticket and that's an all-in ticket,
Yeah.
fantastic,
Yeah,
man.
there's no
This is-
charges on top of that.
Yeah, and this is all, that is all good, man. Get people to come out. Get
Yeah.
people to come out.
Agreed. We also would like to give you a choice to pick a show, one of the shows of your choice. If we still have tickets available, you can call 888-556-7625. Kayla will pick a couple of you, and you each get to pick a pair of tickets to a show we got available. So
But hurry, because limited tickets are available.
limited tickets are
I see
available.
what he did there.
Yeah, limited tickets are available. So
Speaking of that, June 4th at LaBelle Winery.
Limited tickets?
There are a limited number of tickets left to see your buddy Jimmy Dunn June 4th at LaBelle Winery.
I got a text from someone who was saying that they went to the Liberty House show, the benefit you did over the weekend.
man.
Said it was a fantastic set, and you really delivered the goods. They were very excited. So Jan said, "Thank you for a great night."
As sincerely as I can say this, God bless the people of the Liberty House. They're doing great
Yes, they
things
are.
over there, and they're taking care of good people, and I was really moved.
Yeah, they go. All right.
Yeah.
Coming back into the home stretch we go. 888-556-7625. We want the You Pick a Ticket.
We're coming back like acid reflux. Oh, God, here it comes. Be right back.
This is Greg in the Morning Buzz. Need a buzz? Well, they're available on demand at morningbuzz.com. Keyword on demand. And now it's back back to the buzz.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen. Kelly Brown, Kayla Windsor, Scott McMullen, Laura Boyce, Jimmy Dunn.
Gregory Von Kretschmar.
Just Gregory Kretschmar is fine. No Vaughn. I don't normally do this, but I think you'll all understand when I do it and then say why I do it. I just got a text saying, Kretschy, I heard that there are limited tickets available for the Glenn Miller Orchestra show that I'm playing in tomorrow, 7 p.m. at the Cabot Theater in downtown Beverly. That's from Dan, the number one fan. So when Dan, the number one fan, says he's got a gig.
What is this movie? Do you know?
Oh, this is from a million movies.
Oh, but this one, it reminds me
Swing
of
Kids.
one. Nope.
Okay.
I got it. Yeah, no, it's from
Indiana Jones.
Swingers.
No. That's not what I'm thinking of either.
The Glenn Miller story?
I'm kind of. What was the one about the Robert De Niro's the bus driver?
A League of Their Own, I'm thinking of.
Oh, yeah.
As they're
Yeah,
going,
that's true.
yeah.
Probably from Dan in real life. Dan, the number one fan. No, I know that. You're right.
Yeah,
In the
League of
dance
Their
scene.
Own. That's all I can picture
Yeah.
is them getting on and off the buses. And
The
yeah.
problem is that I'm so ancient. I have many more references
Yeah.
for the Glenn Miller Orchestra than say someone.
That one that's
of
what
your
first
age.
pops in my mind.
Yeah, but
Problem on my end is that was a movie about a bunch of chicks playing baseball.
Yeah.
So I didn't get
You're
very
out.
far into it.
Jimmy, I don't understand. Where's the kitchen?
I know. It
Where's the
sounds
kitchen?
odd. I like baseball and I like chicks.
Yeah, but,
Somehow you,
can't
put those
don't
two
go
together in a
no?
movie.
Doesn't work.
For those reasons, I'm out.
No.
It's a good movie. It's a good movie.
Sure it is.
And you know,
Oh,
I
it's
watched
great.
that movie and Rosie's funny. Rosie's
love that
funny.
Very funny in that
Yeah,
movie.
you know, and now I don't know if you follow her, and I
No,
see
I
her from
don't.
time to time. All right, and look, I'm not getting into whether people. I know people have their problems with her, but she's in Ireland now. She moved her whole family to Ireland, and I obviously have fallen in love with the place.
Sure.
And I get there's another person I was watching that is not famous that picked up her family and moved from I think New England, moved for 3 people. Picked up and moved to Ireland, and it's like all these people are going there, and what they're finding out is that it's beautiful, people are lovely, it's a much calmer way of life, but it isn't easy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
did you think you were going to go over there and it was going to you were on easy street because, but they have their struggles over there with the economy and stuff like that.
Of course,
But
everyone does.
if I had to pick up another place in the world to live, I'd pick Ireland. 100% pick it right now today. And
If you hold on, any place in the world,
another place other than the United States of America.
you can go anywhere in the world and live there.
Yeah.
And you'd go Ireland.
I would.
Wow.
I think I'd be depressed with all the weather.
No, the Gulf Stream is warm no matter what. It's
It
not
doesn't-
warm island
but it's
warm, but
gray.
it's never freezing cold
I don't
either.
like the color gray.
And how many sunny days did you get, Greg?
I'm with you.
I don't.
I'm
It's
with
like,
you.
that would
Yeah.
really weigh on me. I know it's Roadkill's favorite color is gray.
My friends Greg and Rachel just got back, and they had 9 straight
Tell you,
days of sun.
I had mostly sunny when I went.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm sure it's wonderful, but
We
have
had
you ever
some-
been to St. Bart's?
We had some gray days.
I'm with you.
and
Let's go
stuff,
to an
but
island. Let's go
Kayla,
somewhere warm.
anywhere in the world, you get to move tomorrow to
Oh
live. You and Cass, any place on planet Earth. And I said Earth.
I don't even know how to answer that question.
Mm.
She would want to go somewhere warmer. I'm down for a little bit warmer. I don't know. Maybe forget it. Well, let's go Australia. Let's just go far.
You could go
Let's just
Australia,
go somewhere else.
Yeah. Yeah, but just don't go near the Great Barrier Reef. They got a lot of sharks down there.
Feels like that's a long swim, so
But
I won't.
On the northern part of Australia is New Zealand, and that's where they filmed a lot of the Lord of the Rings stuff was filmed there. That's all green and mountainous.
Yeah.
So I mean,
New Zealand's a good
Beautiful
choice
there.
too.
Scotty, any place in the world.
Japan.
Ooh, I like that
Really?
answer.
That's one of my sons. He wants to go there so
I
bad.
find it just interesting. The culture, the food.
It's beautiful.
everything.
And you speak fluent
I don't
Japanese.
think you would like half the food. I have a friend that just traveled there, and I watched the blogs that he was doing. He went there for 3 weeks, and I don't know.
I agree.
I think
the
you
food's
would.
amazing.
I would eat there.
I would.
Not saying you're wrong.
I think we would like it.
I would not eat well
Oh,
there.
yeah,
He
you
would not.
Not
yeah.
adventurous.
Yeah,
Until they
because they don't have chicken fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out.
Well, I bet they do. Yeah.
They might have tempura, maybe.
Yeah.
some
Chicken
type of
tempura.
Yeah.
He would eat that maybe.
Yeah. No, I've always found it interesting.
I would like to visit.
Yeah, that's
but I
where
wouldn't
Parker
wanna-
wants to vacation.
We went there for 10 days, and I had in my wallet, because I don't eat seafood, I didn't know the word for chicken. My wife would eat any kind of seafood, whatever they had.
Yeah.
So I had a picture in my wallet of foghorn leghorn. I am not mad. And I would go, because I'm trying chicken, anyway, and however you want to prepare it, chicken.
Right.
And you know what I found out after 10 days? You know what the Japanese word for chicken is?
No.
Chicken.
Nice.
Oh,
That's
easy.
good. That's good. Kelly, anywhere in the
I
world.
told you, Ireland. I'd go with you.
I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you, buddy. You know?
If you need a ride to the airport, Kelly, let me know.
Scotland is number 2.
I'd want a rock wall around the yard. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Oh, yeah. Geez, I can't even.
Maybe a moat. You got moat money?
I don't have moat
Oh,
money.
he has
no.
moat money.
Nor do
He
I
does.
want moat
He
money.
already has a moat.
No, I don't. But anyway, all right.
Oh, give me a beach and sand, blue
I'm-
skies,
Yeah,
There
warm
you
weather.
I'm
go.
in on the Australia.
I
I've
need,
decided.
Yeah.
need warmth. Give me an island.
Did you hear
That's-
about Jimmy? He sunburnt himself
Yep.
to death.
Kayla,
That's it. Show's over.
kangaroos. You
Yeah.
gotta watch out. No.
They
They're
got
not.
koalas?
No, koala's fine, but a kangaroo's the devil. But
That animal is just evil looking.
oh my
Oh, I
gosh.
think it's so
You
cute.
think it's
looking.
cute because it has a pouch. That's
no.
where it puts your insides. To bring it back to
Your
Listen,
insides.
Listen, if I'm
insides.
already dead and it needs to feed its little baby
It's still
Joey, that's
No,
fine.
no.
Saving your intestines.
When you see those videos of like the guy riding in the car and he looks out and his dog is getting beat up by one of those things, or
Best video-
held under the water.
Best
No.
video ever made was the guy who got out of the truck because his dog was being held by a kangaroo.
Yeah.
Oh, that was-
And the dog, he was going to choke the dog, and the guy walked over and punched the kangaroo in the face,
Yep.
and he didn't know what to do. And the guy's like ready to box, and just stands there. The guy walks off with his dog. Greatest video ever. Greatest video ever. But anyway, all right, kids, it's time to hit this button because
Oh, wow.
we got to go.
It ain't over till the fat lady sings.
I think it's over, baby. I think Mama be done singing.
The fat lady has left the
building. There you go. We will be.
And the kangaroo.
Oh, it's the best.
That video is so good we had to watch it again.
It's the best. It is the best video ever.
The kangaroo's got no neck.
All right. Well, anyway. Oh, it's the best. It's the best. And remember, kids, as we always tell you.
Day off the week.
There you go. We will see you tomorrow. I'm just kidding. You don't have to stay off if you don't want to. All right. See you tomorrow. Buzz 24/7 is coming up.
Buzz is a trademark of iHeartMedia.
As always, thank you so much to our men and women serving our military here and around the world and all of our veterans.
This concludes our broadcast day.